Welcome back to Black Skies Reviews. In this review, we'll be taking a look at the G.I. Joe classified Tiger Force Dusty 1/12 scale action figure. This is a really cool packaging that it comes in. The artwork is fantastic, I think, in my opinion. I do like that very much. Top of the packaging, we do have the choking hazards for small collectors under the age of 3, so be very careful. This is a plastic-free packaging, unfortunately. And here is the figure, the Tiger Force logo that's very iconic. The Classified Series logo and Dusty at the bottom. Very nice looking packaging, even though we have no plastic window. Here's the back of the packaging, Dusty. You can see the specs for Dusty. I do like this version of Dusty because he has the green fatigues. It's not really flamboyant colors like the yellows and the oranges that Tiger Force is pretty much known for. So it's more of the military style aesthetic. There's his stats and a bunch of crap no one cares about. Stop doing that, Hasbro. Makes your packaging look like crap. But there you go. And then on the side, that artwork does run down the side of the box. That looks great. Very cool. Here on the side of the box, we do have the stats coming down the side. Again, this is number 65 in the line. Here's the bottom of the box. Here's that UPC. If you need it for Target, this is a Target exclusive. My best recommendation, guys, if you're looking for them in a store, don't go down the toy out. Look on an end cap. Target now has an exclusive end cap for it. There's basically they're exclusives, I guess. You can find your Star Wars, your G.I.JOE classified. I did see these at Target. It was like 8 of these things. And it was right beside it had a label for the Crimson Guard Python Patrol also. So they weren't in stock, unfortunately, at the time I got this. So, but look on the end caps. Don't waste your time going down the aisle. You may find them, but that's pretty much where they're putting them at. Just as a heads up. And just in case you want to see the top of the box, there it is. And here's Dusty, how he's packaged. One thing I noticed about this is the way his head is tilted. Poor guy looks so sad. If he only had a window in his box, something to see. Poor Dusty. Don't worry, Dusty. We're going to free you from that cardboard prison, and we're going to have lots of fun. And here's the inner packaging right here. Has the Dusty name on it with the keypad, the stars. Top of it, number 65. The reverse side. This is this cheap cardboard. Very out of scale. If you try to attempt to keep it like a background piece, but the lockers are just entirely too big. Getting weapons lockers with our figures that was plastic that had hinges would be awesome. Alright, now we have Dusty outside the packaging and he can see some scenery. He looks pretty good. I can start to see where the black across Flint, Tiger Force Flint's eyes is coming from. So if you're watching this video in the future, San Diego Comic-Con 2023 was this recently. And he had it was not liking the black across Flint's eyes. So I can see where maybe the war paint's coming from on the actual face, as you can see here on Dusty. That doesn't look too bad on Dusty. It does have the black paint across his one eye. His lips kind of looks like he has lipstick on. A little bright, a little glossy. And we have some paint on the side of his face. A little bit there on his neck. He does have his tan hair, and it's nicely sculpted. With some strands of hair you can see. Your side profile. There's the back. Other side. And obviously we've seen the front. The top. Looks pretty good. For the articulation of the head, he definitely has a sad head tilt feature. Side to side, 360 all the way around, down, up. So he's articulated at the top of the neck, and there's articulation here at the bottom neck, but it's very hard to maneuver because the head pretty much wants to dominate the movement whenever you try to articulate the bottom of the neck. I know it's there, this rotation there too, but it's really hard to hold on to, and I'm not going to bother. You can obviously know that it's a front, back, side to side, and around, if that's something you're interested in. Nice harness, like a brownish. We have the red wire here, and I did see that on the back of the harness. It kind of went underneath the shoulder pad, through the back to the pig. His back, or his maybe his backpack. Nice tiger stripes here. Perfect positioning too, so it's not like a wasted space the way the harness is made. They put this tiger stripes where you can see them. They're not like covered up. So that's pretty creative in my opinion. On the arms, we do have the orange tiger stripes here. Just not overdone. Just a couple here and there. Nicely done. Same for the other arm. We do have some sculpted pockets there. Sculpted sleeves. There's his hands. So his arms do rotate 360 all the way around. We can get a little higher in a T-pose on Dusty. We have the bicep swivel above the bicep. We have the double jointed elbows that are very stiff here. Looks like the bottom one works, and there we go. That is, I mean, you can ask for much for better than that on these, on the elbows at least. The hands do rotate 360. This one has the in and out, like kind of like this. And this one is the same rotation. I think this is the up and down one, yeah. So we have one of each, so that's pretty good. Chest articulation is there. You can bend over like that. Definitely go back if you're trying to avoid oncoming fire or blows in hand-to-hand combat. There's a rotation at the waist, 360. Do have a belt here. This piece is one piece. It looks like two, but it's not. So you have the belt and the bottom of the shirt all in this like PVC piece. Then you have a strap that looks like a second strap, but it's connected to this pouch. So very careful because it could probably break maybe one day. It does move around a lot. It has a green fatigue army pants on. Decent sculpt, some fold in the clothing, not too bad. The only thing I'm missing here is that he needs thigh pads. He looks kind of bland here. Maybe for a pistol, or at least one for a pistol. That'd be great, right? We have the knife sleeves on his boot. Everything's in brown, so it clashes. Nice military boots. Kind of like military / wrestling boots. We do have some soles on his feet, some tread. Looks good. Not too bad. I like the Dusty. I'm not bashing it, so I think he looks good. Like I said, I like this color scheme. It's not over the top. You can actually believe it could be a military specialized unit outfit without getting like at the Crimson Guard massive yellow. Just you're not going to be in a jungle. There's no point in having war paint on if you're going to be spotted because you got a big flaming yellow shirt on. So it's a pretty nice looking figure. Yeah. Alright, he's really cool. Let's take a look at his accessories that he comes with. Let's see what he got. Alright, so he does come with his cover. So it's actually in green and brown this time, so it tans. And then obviously, it fits right over his head. Kind of loose, kind of same thing that plagued is the version 1 Dusty, obviously, because it's probably just a repaint. It's not going to fix anything anytime soon. So, you know, to go along with that, you do have the 2 sets of goggles with the red lenses. One's kind of bigger than the other one, you can see in diameter. And you can always use that trick. If you would, especially if you want to store all your accessories on your figure for display. So obviously the bigger one is going to be for his helmet. So let's go ahead and get that off of there. And you kind of try to maneuver that thing down. The helmet is quite soft. And I think I made Dusty pass out because he's been in that box way too long with no window, no air. Poor fella. But he'll be alright. He's home now. He's free. So, yeah, I kind of get it like that. Kind of line it up. And then, obviously, we'll put that aside for a sec. Wake up Dusty. And then you can obviously put his goggles on his face if you wish. And then, so it fits pretty good. So that's how that would look if you want that aesthetic for Dusty. They fit pretty nice. sit on the bridge of the nose. Or, you know, you can do the magic trick where you take him backwards, put him on his head, on his forehead, right here. I think this was the trick, if I remember from my other video. And then you take his cover and you stick it on, push down, and it gives you that space you need to keep the helmet in a secure position. So if you guys knew about that, great. If you didn't, there you go. Hopefully that helped you out. Next up, we do have his backpack, just brown. His canister on his side, pretty cool. And then obviously we can put that in the back hole. Fits decent, no gappage. Pretty cool. Next up we have, look at his small arms here. Have his knife, black handle, silver blade. And I should hold it quite well, maybe. Yeah, no problem. It holds on it really nicely. And then if you want to store it, store it right here on his sleeve. And it fits very nicely. So very cool, right? Lastly, we have his weapon, brown and with the green. I love the green on it. That's awesome. Gives it ownership. We have the removable clip. Obviously, you get one clip, so it's already pre-installed when you get it. Got the bipod here. Obviously, can sit pretty good, like so. And then you can put this in his hand. He does have a trigger finger. The clip kind of gets in the way. It's irritating a little bit with this design. Maybe you can take the clip out and help you get that trigger finger where it needs to be, like that. And then come back. This clip is definitely going to be a pain for getting the actual gun to seat against his shoulders and for some realism. Slide the clip back in, bring it down, get it there, and knock his helmet off. And there you go. So yeah, he can get a decent hold on it, like that. Pretty nice. And it has a draw barrel, so you can do blast effects if you have some extra ones, or just steal something from one of your Cobra Vipers. Pretty much anywhere we're getting them now, if I can remember correctly. You just like getting more of those blast effects. Yeah, you probably can get a dual weld on this thing, but my joints are kind of stiff and I don't want to break it. Oh yeah, you can get it. No problem right there. I'm not going to force it because I need to heat him up. I don't want to break my figure. Looks cool. So, hope you guys like this review. $24.99 at Target on an end cap. Hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And we will see you in our next review.